Manion. I'm the detachment commander for the current year 2018 and 19, and I'm with a couple of good friends of mine, a couple of past detachment commanders, and today's topic is going to be how to make meetings interesting. So would you introduce yourself, Greg?
Sure, Greg Price, past detachment commander 2008, 2009.
Hi, and I'm Dominic Merlington, past detachment commander of 2017-2018.
So we know that we want to keep our meetings to about an hour and 15 minutes, maybe tops. But having said that, they have to walk away with something. I mean, it was really great when the guy says, hey, I couldn't make it to the meeting last week. What happened? What did I miss? Yeah. And that's the kind of meeting that you want to run.
A lot of things that you did, Gary, that was effective on that is things that are close to people, what they like. You might talk about something that's happening that you might be doing a baseball team, sponsoring a baseball team. They'll want to know, hey, how'd the team do? How are we doing? When's the next game? Where can we go?
And you've got to urge them to be part of the process too. Like if they know you're involved in these type of activities, let them know we want you to be a part of this. I mean, you're a member of the squadron, we do wonderful things, and you come to the meetings, this is what you're going to find out. And you can be a part of this kind of, you don't have to be an officer to come to the meeting, for heaven's sake. We need volunteers to work on the projects that we're doing.
It's all about blue cappers. We've talked about that. Blue cappers really run the ship.
I mean, the sons do so much for the veterans, the community, the children. Come to the meeting and find out what we do. To be a part of it. You'll find it really worthwhile.
One of the thoughts I had is it's really hard for us as sons to understand what our veterans have gone through.
Right.
And so my dad has talked to me about his experiences. He was a World War II Navy vet. And so what I did when I was a commander, assuming we had time, I'd say, Dominic, at the next meeting, would you do a testimonial about your dad? What was his experiences when he was in the military? And then you go around, with all the other members, and you kind of can get a feel for what they went through. I mean, you're not actually, you can sympathize. I guess you can't empathize because you weren't there.
Right.
But and obviously they don't talk about some of the things that are uncomfortable for them. But they also tell you about great times too. My dad always said, I was really glad I was in the military. Don't want to do it again, but I was glad I was there.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things you can do to make meetings interesting. And another thing, which is my really favorite thing, is commanders check around and get some anecdotes that you can share with them to make it lively and friendly and fun. And we've got one here that we want to share. Greg, if you want to go ahead and read that to them, which is really probably my favorite. So Greg's going to read to you.
In political correctness. This is actual. The wording has not been changed. It's exactly how it was. The content was in September 1945, and it was from Tokyo, Japan, at 800 hours, September 1st. 1945, and it says, to President Harry S. Truman from General D.A. MacArthur. Tomorrow we meet with those yellow-bellied bastards and sign the surrender documents at any last-minute instructions. On the 1st of September, it was related back from to MacArthur from President Truman, congratulations, job well done, but you must tone down your obvious dislike of the Japanese while discussing the terms of the surrender with the press, because some of your remarks are fundamentally not politically correct. And again, on September the 1st, 45, from President Truman to General MacArthur, it said, Roger Wilco, sir, but both Chester and I are somewhat confused exactly what does the term politically correct mean.
If I can interrupt you for just a second, Chester Nimitz was the head of the Pacific Fleet during World War II. So.
Okay, great, good point. And then again on the same day, from General MacArthur back to President Truman, political correctness is a doctrine recently fostered by a delusional political minority and promoted by a sick mainstream media which holds forth a proposition that the entirety possible to be picked up by a piece of shit by the clean it.
You blew the punchline, girl.
Oh yeah, but Mark said that he's going to wash my mouth out with soap if I read that.
So
Thanks for
anyway,
getting me in trouble, man.
so they understood politically correctness back in 1945, right? Anyway, we have, copies are available of this if you want to read it for yourself, and hopefully you don't mess up the punchline. But those kinds of things are fun in a meeting, and make meetings enjoyable, and don't be afraid to make mistakes, you know? And guests are fine too. I mean, bring in maybe your auxiliary president, and for sure,
Yeah.
you know, invite your post Legion commander in, and
That's a
see
great
what
idea.
he's got to say, you know, and see what's
And
important
it's
to him.
important because now we're laughing, I'm laughing at myself because I messed the punchline up. Just because you're a commander up there doesn't make you not human, okay? You know, you're here, people are your friends, and you know what's going on. If you make a mistake, laugh about it. To say, hey, I made a mistake, this is what I should have done, this is what I could have done. You know, once you do that, then the atmosphere is much looser at a meeting. You know,
Well, one of the things I tell everybody, and we are all living proof of this, that in the SAL, the Detachment of Michigan does not give commanders IQ tests. So, anyway, it's been fun visiting with you. I'm glad you took time to join us, and we'll be talking to you again soon. Thank you.